there are 3 dimensions for objects in physical space and 1 dimension composed of time. How does the time dimension affect the other 3 spatial dimensions?
We have all been traveling in 3 dimensions, either by plane, by car or whatever. That's easy, we have good experience with that. It's a completely different story in 1 dimension. Since in 1 dimension, each moment, each instant is in a rigid way ordered along this particular 1 dimension as a chain of pearls, where you cannot reorder, where you cannot reshuffle the pearls on this chain. That's the basic problem for time travel.
Why do we say time is running, but never say space is running?
There's a fundamental difference which has to do with ourselves. We are all living beings, and we are all born to die. This phenomenon is not present in classical mechanics, since a pendulum, for example, does the same all the time. And even if you take a movie of that, and put it into your projector in the opposite way, you would not see any difference. So there's no difference between the time arrow from the past to the future or the opposite. But there's a big difference in our everyday life. And this influences very severely our personal notion of time. In this spirit, classical mechanics completely eliminates time. The past and future of a classical mechanical system is defined forever. So classical mechanics in some sense is very boring science. However, we face this time arrow in phenomena of evolution, evolution as our evolution of private life, as the biological evolution, or as the evolution of the universe from the Big Bang till today. This phenomenon in physics is called irreversibility.
What are the basic concepts of the general and special theory of relativity?
For the special theory of relativity, an important concept is that the laws of physics are the same in all reference systems, moving at constant speed with respect to each other. Another important point is that, as measured by Michelson, the speed of light is constant and maximum in all relative reference systems, which means that a ray of light sent along the path of movement of the Earth has the same speed as sent in the opposite direction. This sounds paradoxical, but it has been observed. So in some spirit, one should rather call the theory of relativity the theory of absoluteness. For the general theory of relativity, first of all, it's important to note that space-time do not pre-exist independently of matter. So when Godfather created the universe, he did not first create empty space-time, but he rather created matter, space and time altogether. So there's no empty stage where the physics processes happen. Another important point is the so-called Equivalence Principle, which says that the gravitational mass of a body is equal to its inertial mass.
According to the Big Bang Theory, the cosmos originated as a singularity and has continuously expanded. Will the cosmos continue to expand, or will the universe eventually collapse due to gravitational forces?
That's a very interesting question which was open for a long time. As Freeman Dyson, a famous American physicist, once stated, we have the alternative to be grilled in contraction of the universe or to be frozen in an expansion of the universe. This was the situation 5 to 10 years ago. Now in 1999, the American physicists Saul Perlmutter and Bruno Leibengut observed, by the help of the explosions of supernova of type 1a, that the expansion of the universe is accelerating nowadays in a sort of second inflation. This is due to the following. Apparently our universe is composed of a mysterious dark energy which is blowing up this universe. And, astonishingly enough, this dark energy makes up 2/3 of the energy density of the universe. That's not all. Out of the remaining 1/3, more than 90% are due to dark matter. Dark matter means that it is matter which is invisible but exercises gravitational interactions. And only a tiny fraction of remaining 4.4% is ordinary luminous matter which makes up the scars of the sky. So what we see of the universe is just a tiny tip of the iceberg of about 4%.